everyone, welcome to Sweet Pea Sids Inspirations. My name is Sydney and today we are going to learn how to do the Pearl Dimple stitch, which I have currently used to stitch in one of my knit patterns that you can find on Ravelry if you are interested, which that link will be down in the description box and in a comment as well. So this stitch is, as you see, it's got a little bit of a lacy look to it, but nothing over the top like most lace stitches look. But it does also have some texture as well. I would closely resemble this to a garter stitch, but with a little bit of twist. So this is going to be a 2-row repeat, but we have to do a base row before we actually get started on the 2-row repeat. So we are going to be using some yarn over, some purl 2-togethers, and also we are going to do a purl in the back loop, which I am going to show all of that today in this tutorial. So you can go ahead and cast on any multiple of 2 and then we can go ahead and get started. For the base row, we are going to purl in each stitch. So again, you should have a multiple of 2 cast ons. I have 10 here. And for our base row, which is not going to be part of the 2-row repeats, we are going to go ahead and purl in each stitch. So go ahead and purl each stitch, and once I have gotten my base row completed, we can go ahead and work on the first row repeat. All right, now that I have each stitch purled, we are going to start on the first row repeat. And I also want to add in real quick, if you're working this in a pattern, that first base row is going to be considered the wrong side of your work. So for row number 2, which is going to be our first row repeat, go ahead and turn your work. And we are going to start off with a purl 1. Now this purl 1 is not going to be part of the repeat unit. This is just for our edge stitch. And once you have that purl 1, you can go ahead and yarn over, and now we are going to do a purl 2 together. So just go ahead into 2 stitches like you normally would purl, and you can purl those 2 together. And that is the repeat unit for the first row repeat. So again, go ahead and yarn over, and then we are going to purl 2 together. And we will continue working this until we have reached the very last stitch. And once we have reached the very last stitch, we will go ahead and purl that last stitch. So I am coming to my very last repeat unit. I'm going to purl those 2 together, making sure you do yarn over before you do the purl 2 togethers. And this yarn isn't really wanting to work with me. It is cotton, so it is a little bit of a pain to work with. So again, that last stitch, we are going to go ahead and purl that stitch. So for row number 2, we are going to purl in the back loop only for this row. So this should be on the wrong side of your work. And to do a purl in the back loop, there is going to be 2 vertical bars on your knitting needle. We're going to go into this back bar, into the back bar only. And now you should be in the position, let me get my yarn where it's supposed to be. You're going to go in, or you go through that back loop, and then you should be in now the position like a regular purl stitch, and you can go ahead and purl that stitch. So again, go into that back bar, and then now you should be in the same position as a purl, and then go ahead and purl that stitch. So that is what we are going to continue repeating for the second row repeat, which is just purl in the back loop only. So that is it for the dimple knit stitch, and you should have something that looks similar to this. And it should have a texture of a garter stitch, but there should be some loops in there. If you did enjoy this tutorial, don't forget to give this video a like, share, comment, or subscribe. You will go ahead and continue the 2-row repeat. And I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys next time.